Welcome back to the Blur Lines of the Brainwashed. This is week 35. Um, if you're watching the news, a lot is going on in the world. Um, and that is what led me to my topic for today in relation to life is short. Life is short. And you never know when you're going to take your last breath. Like everybody, for the most part, chooses their career field. Um, there are some individuals that are less unfortunate and they don't get to choose their career field. Um, but for the most part, most of us are able to choose what initially to do what we want to do in order for us to give back the way that we want to give back, because that's what life is about. It's about giving, not receiving. And if you are giving without expectations, you normally receive in abundance. That's typically how it goes because none of us is here for ourselves, we're here for others. And so that's why it pains me when I see that individuals are very selfish or they're not mature enough or they lack the emotional intelligence in order to not necessarily forgive and forget, but to forgive and to move on. Because you need to be present in today's moment. Um, and that is one thing that has resonated with me is because I've been so busy working, preparing the future for my children, my wife, my parents, um, my siblings, just doing everything I can actually do to ascertain as much money as I possibly can in order to make sure that my family and I are able to be good, you know? Um, and it's fine if one person succeeds, that's great, but I'm more focused on all of us succeeding and all of us being successful and whatever that individual sees as success. And so I'm not afforded the opportunity to take years, months, days being in a funk. There's a lot that I have to do, and I have my current career. I have my current occupation, which takes up all of my time, and then I have my businesses. And the way society works is we have to be. I like to be proactive, but at times I have no choice but to be reactive. And but whenever I'm reactive, I like to ensure that what I'm doing is done in a manner that is able to be perceived as having some level of mid to high emotional intelligence versus just being emotional. Um, so I say that to make sure that you take some time today and really reflect on your life. Think about what you want. Come up with a plan to figure out and ascertain how you're going to get what you need. Like, make a list of what you need. Write down some numbers or what your goals are as far as receiving financial abundance that'll help you get out of debt or whatever your goals are in life. Write them down and then formulate a plan on how to get there. And then that way, when things do come across your path that seems to bump you a little bit, it's more of a bump versus completely pushing you in a different lane. So that'll allow you to continue to be proactive and you'll be successful. Um, because today I got humbled today. Well, actually, technically, well, it was like about 1 o'clock in the morning, but I got humbled today because I was talking to a gentleman who was 70 years old. Well, he's probably older than that, but the whole point is, he was telling me that because I didn't feel like I was doing what I need to do as far as my own personal businesses because the amount of my return on investment and my revenue is not as high as I expected. My projections are not where I want them to be, or uh, at all. And I was telling him, I was like, yes, I talk to CEOs all the time. I've talked to people that makes millions of dollars, individuals that's not making any dollars. I've talked to people all across the world, and I've talked and most of the individuals that I've talked to that have successful businesses, they have time and time again stressed to me that if you have a business and it's not making any money, that's considered a hobby. And I was quickly humbled last night, this morning, whatever. Um, Quickly humbled because a gentleman stated that if that's your business, it's not a hobby. It's like you just have to be consistent and you have to put the work in. So all of those individuals that are out there complaining about they don't like where they're at, then it's up to you to make a change. If you keep seeing the same results over and over again, I've talked about this before, it's like that means that there's something inside of you. And let's be honest, it's like a lot of people out here, especially in the world, we're too busy worrying about what other people are doing. And those individuals that are doing that, if you're worrying about what other people are doing, then you're never going to be successful because you don't have enough time to do what needs to be done. And so you're gonna it's gonna be a long road for you. It's gonna be more like a 40 days, 40 nights versus you being able to go straight to where you need to go to get things done. And it's like, and let's be honest, it's like you can't expect to be where to have some type of high expectation as far as money, which is a tool and should be used as such, when you don't even have any type of financial literacy, where you're spending all your money trying to impress people. Like you're out putting rims on vehicles that are irrelevant, or you're buying name brand purses, or you're out buying name brand clothes. It's like, if that's your thing, that's your thing. I get it, but if you're not where you want to be financially, then why would you spend $200 on a suit? Or why would you spend $200 on a purse, or $500, or however much those purses are? That's not really my thing. I don't look into all that. But as far as like shoes, me, I like hats, but I've never ever ran across a $600 fedora, because I probably will not get that at this time. but that is what I went through this week. A lot's been going back and forth with my emotions due to what's going on right now. But for the most part, we got to continue to be present. So that's where I'm at today. So don't waste today, because tomorrow is not promised. And that's pretty much what I want to stress today. And also to make sure that those Marines that we lost, that we all go ahead and take a moment of silence, or at least do something to remember those individuals. I know that we're half-mast due to that. So those individuals that don't know why we're half-mast, and you're not watching the news and you're not on social media, that's why we're half-mast, because we lost 13 Marines in Afghanistan. But actually, I believe it's more now. But the whole point that I'm making right now is, let's not complain about the little that we have, or the lot that we have. There's others that don't have half of that, or so let's be grateful for what we have. And if we desire more, let's look within ourselves to figure out why we desire that. If it's only for selfish needs, then what's the point? You might as well be comfortable with what you have, because the goal, as your finances increase, is to help others. Most people tend to be able to help others more when they have that, but then some individuals turn into selfish ways once society has helped raise them to get where they want to be. because no one's going to be able to ascertain anything as far as financial gain without the help of others. Like, it doesn't matter. It's either going to be like you have human capital, financial gain. Like, you may have, it doesn't matter if you have services. It doesn't matter if you have um, some type of product. It doesn't matter if you have some type of program. Like, it's going to, other people are going to have to find interest in this, and they're going to have to spend their own hard-earned money for those services, products, or program, or whatever, or their software, whatever you're doing. Someone's going to have to invest in that, and so that is helping someone else. And so no matter what happens, even with Amazon, it's just like Amazon is helping people to get their stuff in 2 days if you were Prime. But even though the mail system's all jacked up now, but we're working on it. There's a lot going on, like I said. Everybody, we're working on it. So before we just go straight to thinking something negative and getting upset and losing track of the moment and allowing our past to predicate what we do, allowing our past to force us to do something negative in the present, or the stress of the future swaying us to do something that is unjust or lacks professionalism. We should really look inside ourselves and have a plan and get an idea of where we want to be at in the future, but to remember to be present today. And so I'm not going to rant and rave about that, but that's what I have. Just be present today, but also be grateful for what you have. And yeah, I kind of talked about a lot today, so I'm probably just going to end up titling this the rant or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But pretty much, this is just my scattered thoughts today. I'm in this little smorgasbord of information, I guess. But that's where I'm at today. If you like it, you like it. If you don't, you don't. But I'm all about it. Give me some comments. But today was, today was a little rough. So I didn't really have like a straight line today. So I got bumped, so to speak, with things that's going on in the world. Because it's kind of like that saying, if a tree falls in the woods and nobody's around, does a tree cry out? And I know a lot of trees in this world. And to be honest with you, I do feel like the tree does cry out, and hopes that there are people that hears that cry. Because no one wants to go through life feeling like they were not significant. And that's why I really strive to do as much as I possibly can to leave this world empty. Because whenever I go, even at my early state now, I have so much stuff out there that there's a good chunk of information that's out there for people to be like, okay, he has left this behind. Here's the torch, and someone else can carry that on. But today's been interesting. This has been a week. But that's all I got, gents. Feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. Sorry about this. I wouldn't want to say it's downer. It's more like, this wasn't like a downer video. It's just more of me just getting it out. Like I said, we're family now. And so it's just like, I just gotta get this out, But I do try to be as politically correct as possible so individuals don't get in the funk, because everybody gets their feelings hurt. But we talked about that last week. If you feel like I offended you, then I suggest you write me a comment so we can talk about it and we can figure it out. And I'll make adjustments if need be. But some people are just petty. So the whole point that I'm trying to make is, you got to have this outlet. And for me, this is what I have. And I do appreciate each and every one of you that's actually on my journey. Things are rapidly changing. And I can't wait. Like this next jump is going to catapult me forward quite a ways, and I can't wait to reach back and start pulling people up to help them reach their full potential. But feel free to comment, like, and subscribe. If there's any topics you would like me to talk about, or anything about my experience that you'll like to know about pertaining to business or education or mentorship, whatever you'll like to ask, I'm open to discussing that on this platform. But I'm going to talk to you later. I do have schoolwork to do today. But I'm out. Comment, like, and subscribe. And y'all have a wonderful, blessed day. And be present. And I'm out.